Welcome into the latest edition of Chelsea Extra Time. Look at this, the Chelsea contingent with us tonight. Frank, Mario and Craig, all of them here. Craig, who's in love with Chelsea.
I'm the most popular.
Graham Potter. Well, it's our very own start, bench or drop, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Go on then.
All right. No.
We are Chelsea TV. Okay, we are Chelsea TV. We are our best opponent, the one we love the most, Middlesbrough. We love them.
All right. I'm already outnumbered. Let's not bring up the past, shall we, Frank?
Cup final.
Okay. All right.
Have you seen Borough going to hire a new manager?
Yes.
Michael Carrick.
Michael Carrick in the frame. Yep. I've seen all of that.
I saw it.
Borough in trouble. I don't think anybody wants to talk about Middlesbrough, though. Definitely not me. Craig, how much can reputation play a part in clubs wanting a player? If Mbappe is viewed as being difficult, will clubs overlook his talent for the sake of the dressing room?
Not when you're that talented, but I mean, clubs will overlook him because they can't afford them. Just can't afford them. So there's going to be a very narrow window of teams who can pay the potential transfer fee and pay his wages. But yeah, reputation is something that managers take into account for generally for players and dressing rooms.
For most players, but not the elite players. You have to take what comes with them. Is that the case?
I would imagine so with him because he's so good, but boy, he is at the moment, the last 12 months, he has been a gigantic pain in the backside, is he not?
What do you think about this one then, Mario? Mbappe being viewed as difficult, will it put other clubs off, a player of this talent?
Yeah, but also the negotiation, because, you know, he activated something. When a player wants to leave and he puts it in the open, it doesn't put any advantage to the team where he is already because they got to do the negotiation. So that's one. And on the other side is, of course, you look at the character. Look, does he fit the team? If the team is already gelled in, they might not want to add somebody like his character in that team. So that's why there could be a question mark. But away from that, look, his talent speaks for itself. I mean, he's arguably one of the best players at the moment. So I don't see Mbappe struggling finding a team. The only thing is like what coach wants it. That's the question going to be.
Frank.
Partly he's not happy that, and we talked about this in the show. I don't know if you saw the show. If you didn't, tough. But we'll try.
Let him know. Let him know what we talked about.
Julian Laurent said that one of the things that he was unhappy about was that PSG didn't sign a striker, and this was promised. And then Jill said that, but PSG tried to sign Lewandowski, a striker of some repute, and he had his heart set on Barcelona, a bigger club, didn't want to go to France. But what the hell are you supposed to do? You tried to get the best striker, arguably at the time, on the planet, along with Benzema, and he didn't want to come. Is that any reason to get all your toys and throw them out your pram?
Maybe he was made reassurances that these players would come in. Maybe that's why he turned down Real Madrid.
Well, it's a project, and projects don't happen overnight. He told us it was a project, Kylian Mbappe, at his press conference. And projects take a while.
Do you think if Mikel Arteta in the show told him to trust the process, he would have been fine? Because I know that you really believe in all Mikel Arteta's
Well, I haven't seen them. I
everything.
get them second hand from Stevie. Stevie comes in and generally self-combobulates at what Mikel Arteta's been saying in the Amazon documentary. At which point I tell Stevie I'm not watching it. And by all accounts, it's very entertaining in a very Ted Lasso sort of way.
Burley doesn't believe in inspirational quotes.
Who?
You.
Who did I say that?
Didn't you have one on your wall
What
once?
was it? Yeah, I've got loads at home. What was one he said about? He had one that was a light bulb that wasn't connected to something, and I was like, "You're like, they're the players."
Hey, where are they in the table?
No. In all fairness, yeah, but that's not because he was holding a light bulb.
How do we know?
Trust me.
How do we know?
I know what players. I know what dressing rooms are like.
Frank, do you think that Mbappe can live up to his potential while also being a diva?
Oh.
I'm not sure I understand the question. Do I think that Mbappe can
you still achieve the best if you're still a diva?
Well, it's been a gigantic pain in the butt.
That I love. That I understand. Yes, that's possible. That's possible because the talent is there. The problem is you don't win alone. You can be performant, you can have statistics that they love to show every game that we watch now. But in order to win something, and Real Madrid proved it last season, where there were two players who were absolutely fantastic last season, was Benzema and Courtois in goals. But it's because of the mentality of the dressing room, because the mentality of all players with the desire to win together, that they made a difference. So yes, Mbappe is talented. Yes, he can achieve and show his potential and make it even better, even being a diva. But I'm not sure it's going to be enough to win something with his teammates, because that can be difficult to be understood and to be accepted by the rest of the team.
Frank, what was that recent story about Mbappe refusing to be in the photograph with the French national team? Did you see that?
Yes, I saw that. It's complicated. It's not that he didn't want to be in the picture with all the team. It's only that they take like 5-6 players for some products and take pictures with them. And in fact, they decided that they would give that amount of money. It's complicated because we don't know exactly what happened, but Mbappe was right in that circumstances where the federation didn't do the thing properly, and Mbappe put the point in the right direction.
Right. Mario, who will be the most important player for the Netherlands in Qatar?
The most important player, Van Dijk. You know, I think he's a captain, he's a leader, stands out in the team. I think it will be also why I'm calling him is because the way the season is going at Liverpool, it's a little bit bumpy now. And I think we need him very confident, and we need his team to perform really well, so he comes with a good feeling into the national team. Because, you know, when you look at your captain, and I mean, the guys are familiar with that, when you look at a captain, you want someone to lead the team that also can lead us when things go bad. And when it goes bad, you want him to stand up and making sure that everybody calms down. And I think Van Dijk was very good at it because he was very calm and always collective and really in control of playing. And I don't think it will help if he doesn't have the good run at Liverpool and then coming to the national team. I think he needs both.
Well, he's not doing a very good job of calming things down at the moment, is he, Mario, at Liverpool?
Yeah, it's time running out.
I definitely agree with you guys. That's why I said, you know, like at this point, it's not the Van Dijk that we used to. Normally when we see Van Dijk, he's really in control. Everything is okay at the back. And now I feel like Liverpool leaving, they got holes at the back. We're seeing things at Liverpool that we're normally not used to. And I think, and that's going to come to the national team, and then it's going to be a question too, because our national team, normally Holland is very known for young players. Having young players, what do you need? Young players, you need seasoned players around it. And Van Dijk is one of them.
Kylian Mbappe's giving me a headache today. I've got a headache now. I'm going to have to steal those.
You're just annoyed that he was right about something.
No, it wasn't right. I would have picked some holes in that Mbappe argument. I'm going to have to steal some of those headache tablets from Xhaka's desk.
What does Xhaka do when you try to steal those tablets?
Nothing, because he's not here.
But what's Xhaka's response when you go and hang around his desk?
He's hiding his emails. Hides his emails. Shaq, can I have a... Yes, he can. He's always up to something, isn't he? Secret squirrel. He's always looking over.
Booking his next vacation.
He's always looking. He's emailing. Yeah, I've got an email, and he's always looking to see who's like. Some sort of scam. You've got some sort of scam going on. His lop. Anyway, I'm nicking his tablets. I've got a headache.
I've got a few upstairs as well.
I'm blaming Mbappe.
And I will let you come to my desk. Mario, in the show tonight, you said that Chelsea have to make the top 4 in the Premier League. So who comes out? Is it Liverpool?
Oh yeah, if Liverpool keeps playing like that, it's, you know, I mean, I already put like I when I started my list, I didn't put Arsenal in it first, but I might have to, you know, bite my tongue on that one because the way they're playing, they could. I mean, and then if you look at City, I had City number 1, and Liverpool. I don't see no. I don't want to write them off early because Klopp is one of the coaches that I always liked, and I want to see now what is his reaction going to be. Because, come on, guys, you cannot be a top manager and a top team and then we're going to write them off because they go into a bumpy situation. No, they now need to give us the answers to see how good they are.
Mario, did you do a top 4 for ESPN at the start of the season?
Yeah, I did. I think I did.
Oh,
yeah.
here's the deal, chappie. You don't get a chance. You don't
had more time.
You don't get a redo when it's all going wrong.
Oh no! I don't. No. I had City #1, so I'm not.
Well, that's
Chelsea.
okay.
Oh my!
Yeah,
Wow, you really
Chelsea.
pushed the boat out there, going for City #1. It's all right. City #1.
Gonna be
It's
so
all
done.
right. No, we're talking about who's in the top 4. It's more like which of the 4 teams that are going to. It's who you've left out that's going to be what we come back on all you guys for, isn't it?
The what?
I'm not.
The 2 that have left.
I know what I meant. We're talking about the top 4 rather than who's going to win, right?
Yeah.
All right. Frank, is defending against a team that has a bias towards one wing of the pitch easier or more difficult? And the question's because they feel as though Madrid use the left wing much more than the right. But what do you think about that when one team uses one wing more than the other? Is it more difficult to defend against or easier?
It's easier. Well, I guess it's one less problem. I guess you can be more concerned. You can be more concerned about covering that part and forget a little bit about the other part. Well, they can surprise you in one action, but yes, I would say easier.
See, Frank shouldn't be able to answer that because he's been told off by a pundit that he's not allowed to answer questions about defending because of his dodgy defending.
Yeah, Frank.
Back in the day.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Rio Ferdinand mentioned that. Yes, true. Yeah. It's
Mario,
funny,
you were nodding when I asked that question.
Sorry.
Sorry, go
No,
on,
because
Frank.
Frank, go on, Frank. No, because I think
go
what
on.
Frank said.
All right, forget about that.
It makes it easier. Of course, he's right. If you're focusing on one side, then you don't have to worry about the other side. The only thing that you have is when people are like, I would say, if I was a player on one side and I see like, oh, my side is more quiet, I would take the advantage of it because when you all push to the dangerous side, the other one is one-on-one. And that's where you have to take the advantage out.
So just quickly, I know you're a UFC fan, Mario. So Rio Ferdinand or Frank Leboeuf, who are you going for in the octagon?
Rio Ferdinand or
Frank?
Or Frank Leboeuf? Hey, Frank, man. Frank, hey, I will push you and keep going, but I think Rio will take you on, my friend. I'm so sorry to say that.
Frank can talk his way out of it.
Well,
There's
yes,
no
no,
doubt.
I have no chance.
No,
No
okay.
I'm
See,
screwed.
I was trying to.
And the
I
guy
was
is
trying
too
to-
strong.
I was trying to goad Frank in with a little bit of bait to get going, but he didn't take the bait.
Yeah, like he's super chill. For Mario,
No.
Because he's a bit dodgy defending old Leboeuf, isn't he?
World Cup winning Frank Leboeuf.
Frank could play.
Won the World Cup,
That's it.
For Mario, who was better in their
Read my
prime?
resume, Mr. Burley.
Who is better in that prime?
Who was better, Mario, in their prime? Van Persie or Van Nistelrooy?
Oh.
Oh, that's a really tricky one to ask. Yeah, but I will go for Van Nistelrooy.
Oh.
You know why I will go for Van Nistelrooy? You know, like I played with both, and I've been with them in the national team, and I've seen them play, and I think they really quality players. But Van Nistelrooy, when he came, I think he did. I don't want to qualify. Don't compare him to Ronaldo because Ronaldo did similar things, but he did it different. They both were very gifted technically. Used to do tricks in the national team, especially Van Nistelrooy. But then he stopped and he just focused on scoring goals. And the way he did that, for me, was extraordinary. So that's why I go for him. It's so dangerous to play against. Wow.
I tell you how talented he was when he was about to sign for United and he ruptured his cruciate. Sir Alex Ferguson waited another year almost and said, no, get it fixed, get yourself fit, and we'll sign you next year. Didn't do that with many players.
No,
He usually would have moved on to somebody else, but he didn't. He wanted that guy, and he got him.
Yeah. Came to La Liga, top scorer in his first year as well, and they just got the nickname of the killer very, very quickly. Ruud van Nistelrooy, yeah.
Thanks for that.
I'd add a little bit. I love Van der Man. I'm glad that you picked Van
You know,
Nistelrooy.
Dan Thomas is off to Madrid this week.
I had to do the Dan bit because got to get the Madrid bit in there. That was
He's off to Madrid like he's like a kid.
Of course.
A cat that's got the cream.
He's going to be at all the old haunts, isn't he?
He's over there. He's like trying to play all the professional card. I'm going there straight back, professional. It's all about work. All that nonsense. Yeah.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
He's going to tell them all the best places to go, where to get the best vantage
He doesn't know
points.
the best places to go. I know the haunts.
No, I know he doesn't. He just goes to all the tourist traps.
He goes to the Irish bar, isn't it? Is it the Irish pub?
He's my old flatmate. I know exactly where Dan's going to go. All right, last question. Frank, who will score more goals for France in Qatar, Mbappe or Benzema?
I would say Benzema. I think Karim has something that he feels, when he's. He's been criticized by Mourinho. Remember that when Mourinho came to Real Madrid, he said, "I want Benzema to be a killer." He's not the killer, and he taught him how to be a killer. And Benzema became that killer that he was what he was waiting for, and he has that flair. And I think Mbappe is sometimes rushing into the action. He's still not experienced enough, I would say. That Benzema, sometimes you think that and you feel that he has the all time of the world to score a goal, where everybody's going to rush. He feels it. He's extremely perfect in that matter. Mbappe, has to learn a little bit more and get more experience. That's the age difference between the two, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Mario, just give me a one-word answer then, Mario. Mbappe or Benzema?
Yes. I go for the old and old striker. I go Benzema is my guy. Like Mbappe has too much noise. I just want him to quiet the noise down, and then he will be fine. But Benzema, he has proven it already because look how much noise he had.
You should have come on. You should have come on the show, Mario. You should have come on the show. He needs to shut up and get on with it.
Shut up and play, these guys say. All right, make sure to join us tomorrow. We'll be looking back on more Champions League games, and Craig will be back as well in just a brilliant mood once again, no doubt.
Correct.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.